Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous videos, we have discussed so many important concepts regarding sets, right? So in this video, we will be discussing one more important concept regarding set, which is nothing but set comparison. So how we can compare two sets. So let us go ahead and see how we can compare two sets. So in our previous videos, we have seen how we can compare some of the iterables, which includes list, string, tuple, right? So in a similar fashion, we will be comparing these particular sets. So there is a little difference between those iterables and these particular sets. So let us go ahead and see how we can compare them. So let's say I have this particular set 1, and in this particular set 1, I will be considering some elements 10, 20, 30, 40. So I have 4 elements here, and I will consider one more set here, and the set name is set 2 here. So I will be considering the same elements here. So in order to make you understand the equal to method. So when we compare these two sets are equal or not, then we can see how the result, right? So here I am taking these two sets. Let's say if I test this particular set 1 is equal to or this particular set 2 here. So now if I execute this, we can able to see we are getting true, which means this particular set 1 is this particular set 2 are both are same. So that's what we can see, which means which otherwise means the elements present in this particular set 1 are equal to this particular elements present in set 2. Let's say if I check not equal to, so if I execute this, we are getting true, which is obviously that we can expect which this particular set 1 is not equal to this particular set 2, because this particular elements inside of this particular set 1 is exactly same as the elements in set 2. Let's say if I give 50 here, so I am giving 50 in set 1, and if I execute this and if I execute same thing again, we can able to get true, because now we have added one more element to set 1. As a result, the elements in set 1 is not exactly same as elements in set 2. So now I will remove this particular 50 and add 40. So now we have two elements. 40 are repeated two times, right? So now I will execute this, and now observe carefully here, very important thing here. If I execute this, we are getting false, which otherwise means that this particular set 1 is not equal to this particular set 2. When we compare not equal to set 2, which resulted false, which means this particular set 1 is exactly equal to set 2. I am using equal to method, and if I execute this, we are getting true. You can observe carefully here, we are having 40 two times in set 1 but one time in set 2, and the remaining elements are same, right? So but still we are getting set 1 is equal to set 2 as true. The reason is because we know that set does not allow duplicate values, right? So as a result, when we assign two elements, when we have two elements which are same 40 and 40, but still set 1 consider only 140, and as a result set 1 elements and set 2 elements are same. Because of that reason, we are getting set 1 equal to set 2 as true. So I hope you can able to understand, even though you have repeated elements in some of the sets, but when you are comparing, the elements which are duplicate elements will be removed and the only unique elements will be compared, and we are getting the result. So I hope you can able to understand this equal to and not equal to methods, and how we can use them to compare both sets are equal or not equal. So let us go ahead and see some of the different things that we have which are greater than and less than, right? So I will consider same examples, same sets here. So now what I will be doing is that I will remove this particular 40, and I will only consider this particular 10, 20, 30, and after that I will be considering 10, 20, 30, 40. So in first set I am having 3 elements. In second set I am having 4 elements. Let's say if I compare set 1 is less than set 2 here, and now if I execute this, we are getting true. So there is one of the important concepts that we need to discuss in order to understand this particular thing carefully. So now what I will be doing is that I will remove this particular 30 and replace it with 50. So observe carefully here, very important thing, we are having 10, 20, 50 in set 1, 10, 20, 30, 40 in set 2, and I am executing this, Now, if I execute the same set1 is less than set2, if I execute this, we are getting false. So if you consider carefully, when we are discussing list and tuple comparison, the comparison happens index by index, right? So in the first index, say list 1 and list 2 will be compared. In the second index, elements list 1 and list 2 compared, and the elements comparison happens based on the index. As set does not follow any indexing to compare, and then how these particular sets are being compared. So let us understand through Venn diagrams. So sets are represented through Venn diagrams, right? So how sets are represented is that we have set 1, right? So in set 1, we have 10, 20 and 50. Mathematically, how we can represent this particular set is that we will be having a set and consider this set as set 1. So inside of this particular set 1, we will be having 10, 20 and 50. So I am considering 10, 20 and 50 here. So I will be having one more set, right, which is nothing but set 2 here. In this particular set 2, we are having 10, 20, 30 and 40. So these two elements are same, right? These two elements 10, 20 are present in this particular set and also present in the set 2. So what happens is that we will take this particular one more circle here, and this circle is represented for set 2 here. So this above circle is for set 1 and this particular below circle is for set 2. I will take one more color here, and in this set 2 what we are having is we are having 30 and 40 here. So by this you can able to understand how this comparison happens. So when we are using this particular set 1 is less than set 2, here we are having set 2, right? So here we are having set 1. When we are comparing this particular set 1 is less than set 2, is does not consider the values, rather is consider the elements are present inside of a set or not. So when we are previously having 30, so here we are having 30 previously, right? So when 30 we are having, what happens is that we are having this particular 30 here, right? So this particular 30 is also presented here. So now you can able to see we don't have any elements at all in set 1, right? So we don't have any elements apart from this particular set 2. All the elements present in set 1 are exactly the elements present in set 2. So observe carefully, here it is set 1, right? We don't have any elements that is not present in set 2 and only present in set 1. As a result, previously when we execute this particular set 1 is less than set 2, we have got true. But when we are executing this particular, after changing the 50, we have 150 here, right? So then what happens is that this particular 50 is present only in set 1 but does not present in set 2. So how this happens is that subset and superset. So whenever we are having this particular set 2, set 1 elements, previously all the elements present in set 1, set 2, because of that reason when we compare this particular less than, this particular set 1 is as part of set 2, which we can consider this as this particular set 1 is a subset of set 2. So when we remove this, so we will be removing this. So we will remove this now. So I will remove this. So now if you consider carefully, this particular set 1 is present in the set 2 itself. We don't have a specific set for set 1. So this particular set 1 is within the set 2. We can consider set 1 as subset of set 2, and set 2 we can consider as superset of set 1. So I hope you can able to understand the difference, and I hope you can able to understand how this comparison happens. So now, when we are considering this particular set 1 is less than set 2, all the elements in set 1 are considered and compared with set 2. These all elements in set 1 present in set 2 or not. Previously, when we have 30, all three elements is present in set 2 also. Because of that reason, we have got true. So after when we replace this particular 30 with 50, one element which is nothing but 50 is not present in set 2. As a result, this set 1 is not subset of set 2. So as a result, when we execute this particular set 1 less than set 2, we are getting false. So the reason is because the this particular set 1 is not exactly subset of set 2. One element is came outside of this particular set 2. As a result, when we are executing this, it was resulting as false. So we have some methods to compare subset and superset that we will be discussing in our coming videos. For the time being, understand we are comparing this particular set 1 is a subset of set 2. When we are using less than, consider it as subset only, not any comparison operation between elements. We are only comparing the subset operation. So I hope you can able to understand when we are comparing set 1 is less than set 2, which is nothing but set 1 is a subset of set 2 or not. We are having 50 here. As a result, it is not, set 1 is not a subset of set 2 because all the elements is not exactly present in set 2. One element 50 is not present in set 2. As a result, we are getting false when we have 30. And when we execute this, we are getting true because all the elements in set 1 are exactly present in set 2 also. So I hope you can able to understand that. So now I hope you can able to understand this particular less than or equal to or when we use less than or equal to, either of one condition needs to be true, or either this particular less than or equal to needs to be true. In such case, we will be getting the result. And if I execute this, we are getting true. The reason is because we are this particular set 1 is subset of set 2, right? Because of that reason only we are getting true. Let's say if I take 40 here, and still we can able to get true here, and I am executing this, we are getting true. So either of the one condition needs to be true, either less than or equal to. In such case, we will be getting the true. So I hope you can able to understand. Let us go ahead and see one more aspect that we have, which is nothing but greater than. So I am considering this particular set 1 is greater than set 2. So as we have understood this particular previous example, when we are discussing this particular less than, set 1 needs to be subset of set 2, right? So that is what exactly less than means. Greater than means set 1 superset of set 2. So all the elements are present in set 2 must present in, all the elements present in set 2 must present in set 1. So how does that work? So I'm removing this 30. We are having 3 elements here and 4 elements here. So now I am executing this, and here also I am executing this. So we are getting false. The reason is because this particular set 1 is not superset of set 2. So for that reason, if I take one more element and if I execute this, and if I execute this, we are still getting false. The reason is because still this particular set 1 is not superset of set 2. If I add one more element here, I am executing this, and if I execute this, we can able to get true because this particular set 1 having 5 elements and exactly this particular set 2 having 4 elements. Now we can consider this particular set 2 as a subset of set 1, right? So all the elements present in set 2 are exactly present in set 1. Because of that reason, set 2 became subset of set 1. As a result, when we compare this particular greater than, which is nothing but set 1 is superset of set 2. So we are getting true. Other than those cases, we can get false. So previously we have seen when we have false, right? So I hope you can able to understand. One important thing that you need to consider is that these 3 important things. So when we are using this particular greater than also, we need to either of one condition needs to be true, either greater than or equal to needs to be true. In such case, we will be getting the result as true, or otherwise we will get false. These 3 important things we need to consider whenever we are comparing two sets. So when all the elements are equal in set 1 or set 2, then only we can able to get it true, or otherwise we will be getting the false. So it doesn't matter those values are repeated, it doesn't matter how the values are present. Let's say if I remove 20 here and I will mention this particular 20 at the end. So if I execute this particular same thing, set 1 is greater than set 2, we will be getting the result as true. Let's say if I remove this particular 50, now we have 10, 20, 30, 40 in set 1 which are exactly present in set 2. The order only differed. 10, 30, 40, 20. If I execute this, and now if I execute set 1 equal to set 2, we still getting true. So it doesn't matter two things. One is it doesn't matter order, and the second one is it doesn't matter when you have repeated elements. Though how many number of elements you have got repeated, let's say I am considering 30, 40, 20. So these 30, 40, 20 are repeated, right? In set 1, if I execute this and I am executing this particular set 1 equal to set 2, I am executing this also, you can able to get the true, which you can observe, you can understand by this, which is you can have duplicate elements, and when you are having in the set, when you are converting it to set, the duplicate elements will be removed, and when you are comparing, if you have the same elements in set 1 and set 2, you can able to get true when you are comparing. Not only for this equal to, for any comparison that you have, it doesn't matter the order and it doesn't matter the values which are repeated. It only matters either equal or subset or superset. When we are comparing this particular less than, the left side element needs to be subset of the right side element. So this particular set 1 needs to be subset of this particular set 2. So when we are comparing this greater than, this particular left side value, which is nothing but set 1, needs to be superset of this particular set to 2. So this is one of the very important thing. I hope you can able to understand that. So I hope you can able to understand all of these concepts explained in this video, and that's it for this video. And I wanted to mention one more thing, and I wanted to tell you one more thing, which is nothing but you are doing really great, and I hope you can able to understand all the concepts, and you are the only few persons who watch the video till the end and who understand the video. So if you found this video interesting and whatever you think about this video, comment what you think about this video in the comment section, so that I can able to know what you think about this video. Either it may be good or bad, good explanation or need to improve the explanation, whatever you think about this video, comment in the comment section so that I can see the comments and improve upon. So thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we will be seeing some of the methods which are nothing but set addition methods, which otherwise means that how we can add the elements to set. So that we will be seeing in our next video. So to stay updated with my latest videos, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications to all, so that whenever I upload any video, you will get the notification. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.